Mr. Schae, my mentor, used to challenge me all the time. Every time I learned one lesson, he would give me another. After I started doing well in business and earning more money, he said, Jim, don't just learn how to make a living, learn how to live. At first I didn't get it. I thought, what does he mean? I'm working hard, making progress, doing well, isn't that enough? He smiled and said, some people are surrounded by nice things, but don't feel happy. Others have lots of money, but they feel empty inside. I want you to learn how to enjoy life, not just earn money. I said, but shouldn't I wait until I have more money before I think about that? He shook his head. No, Jim, the best time to learn how to live is when you have just a little. It all starts with 2 quarters. 2 quarters. I said, surprised, what can I do with 50 cents? Then he told me a story. Let's say you're getting your shoes shined. The guy does a great job. Now you're thinking, should I give him 1 quarter or 2? If that question ever comes up in your mind, always go with the 2. Be a 2-er person. I didn't see the point. So I asked, why does it matter 1 quarter or 2? He said, if you give him only 1, you'll feel cheap later. You'll look at your shiny shoes and think, man, that was a great shine and I only gave him a quarter. You'll carry that little regret all day. But if you give him 2, you'll feel proud. You'll think, that was generous of me. And that feeling will stay with you. It's not about the money, it's about who you're becoming. A few years later, after one of my seminars, a man came up to me in Detroit and said, Mr. Wren, that story about the 2 quarters really hit me. I'm going to change my whole life. Several months later, I was back in Detroit. That same man came to the stage and said, do you remember me? I'm the guy who said he'd change. He told me what happened. I started with my family. He said, I have 2 teenage daughters. They're good kids. Never give me any trouble, but I always gave them a hard time about concerts. They'd ask to go and I'd say, no, too loud, wrong crowd. But after they begged enough, I'd throw them the money and say, fine, go. But after your talk, I changed. A concert was coming up and I bought the tickets myself. I handed them the envelope and said, you don't have to ask, I got these for you. They were shocked. I told them not to open the envelope until they got there. I had bought 10th row center seats. When they got home, one jumped in my lap, the other hugged my neck. They both said, Daddy, you're the best. He paused and his eyes filled with tears. That's when I understood what you meant by lifestyle. He said, it's not about money. It's about giving and living with heart. Same money, new attitude. Here's something I've learned. Be happy with what you have while you work for what you want. Even if you don't have much money, you can still enjoy life. Skip some sodas and buy a nice bottle of wine instead of another movie. Go see a play. Save a little at a time and take a special trip. Don't spend all your money on small things. Save it for something meaningful. Candy money adds up. Use it to buy something beautiful, something that lasts. Lifestyle is not about spending big. It's about living well. It's a mindset. It's knowing how to enjoy life with style, even in simple ways. Maybe today you could do something small to make your life richer. Call someone you care about. Buy a flower. Send a thank you note. Plan a trip. Read a great book. Still don't know what to do? Look around. Within 50 miles of where you live, there are probably places you've never visited, experiences you've never tried, foods you've never tasted. I grew up near Yellowstone Park, and guess what? I've been to Africa, but never to Yellowstone. Is there a Yellowstone in your life? Something close by that you've never taken the time to enjoy? Let's not miss what's already within reach. The truth about money and happiness. I once told Mr. Schae, if I had more money, I'd be happy. He said, no, Jim, happiness is not something you get for more, something you learn. If you're unhappy now, more money will only make you more unhappy. If you're kind now, more money will make you more generous. If you're messy now, more money will just give you more space to be messy. Money doesn't change who you are. It reveals who you are. That's why lifestyle is more important than income. Style isn't about spending a lot. It's about how you treat others, how you see the world, how you enjoy life. Let me tell you a story. My lady and I were heading to Carmel, California. We stopped at a small gas station. A young man ran out smiling. Can I help you? Yes, fill it up, please. Not only did he fill the tank, he washed every window, even the sunroof, checked the tires and whistled while doing it. His attitude was incredible. When I thanked him, he said, I love my job. I get to meet great people like you. We asked where to find a good milkshake. He gave us directions and told us to park around the corner to keep the car safe. At the ice cream shop, we bought 2 milkshakes, and then added 1 more. We drove back to the station. The young man saw us and smiled. This one's for you? I said, for me. He asked, surprised. Absolutely. As we drove away, I looked in the mirror and saw him standing there smiling from ear to ear. That milkshake cost me $2, but what it gave him and me was worth so much more. Live with love. Live with friends. Living well means living with love. If you have someone you love and someone who loves you, you are rich. Protect that love. Don't let anything get in the way. Someone once said, there are many treasures, but the greatest is love. And they were right. You'd rather be in a small house full of love than a big house full of loneliness. Friendship is also a treasure. Real friend is someone who knows you well and still likes you. They stay when everyone else leaves. They lift you up when life knocks you down. I have a friend like that. If I were locked in a foreign jail, he's the one I'd call because I know he would come, no matter what it took. That's a friend. I hope you have one too. In the end, the good life isn't about how much money you have. It's about how you live, how you love, how you give, and how you grow. The good life is a lifestyle full of meaning, full of joy, full of heart.